Hi friends, and welcome to the Healthy Beyond 40 show. I'm Michelle, mama 4 and military wife, and I'm passionate about helping women get healthy from the inside out so they can feel better and live their best life. Do you feel like you're struggling to lose weight and get in shape? If you're ready to develop healthier habits, exercise consistently, and lose weight sustainably, then you're in the right place. I combine my expertise from my doctorate in physical therapy to my experience as a health coach, personal trainer, and yoga teacher to bring you actionable steps for a healthy lifestyle. No magic pill here, so lace up those shoes and get moving. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Healthy Beyond 40 podcast. Today, I'm diving into the super common belief that I've heard a few times. Like, am I too old to gain muscle? It's going to be too hard. I can't really gain muscle. So if you have ever thought that, I want you to listen to this episode because I'm going to bust that myth wide open. So here's the truth. You're never too old to build muscle. So it doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond. Our bodies are incredible and they can adapt to strength training at any age. So anytime we're putting a stressor on that muscle, it signals it to rebuild and get stronger. That is why if we are sitting on a couch or sitting a lot and not doing anything, we lose muscle mass and put on more fat. But when we use those muscles, put a strain on them, it teaches them we need you to build stronger. So it may not look the same as it was when we were in our teens or 20s, but we can still absolutely get stronger and build muscle. And if you've been feeling stuck, whether it's with your health, your weight, or just trying to get into a routine that you can stay consistent with and feels good, I want to invite you to set up a totally free coaching call with me. It's super laid back. We can chat by phone or video, whatever feels easier to you. We'll talk about your goals, what's feeling hard right now, what's keeping you stuck, and I'll point you in the right direction to help figure out what that missing piece might be. And if workouts are part of what's been tripping you up, I've got you. I have a personal training app where I can customize a workout plan just for you. No more guessing, no more Googling random workouts or wondering if what you're doing is right. You'll get a complete plan that fits you, your schedule, your fitness level, and your goals. And you'll be able to build strength, improve your health, and learn how to exercise properly. No doing core exercises the wrong way or squats the wrong way. I'll bring my expertise so you guys don't have to figure this out alone. I know reaching out and opening up can be scary, but honestly, sometimes it's that one small step forward that helps us to get unstuck. On this call, there's no pressure, there's no judgment, just a real conversation to see if we're a good fit. And if we're not, it's okay. I'll help you figure out what direction to go in next. Some of my clients are seeing incredible changes. One of my clients is about consistently, on average, losing about a pound a week and feeling stronger than she has in years and fitting into clothes that she hasn't in a long, long time. And others are bouncing back from setbacks. Like, think about, we have a weekend that throws us off track or these different parties, and they're bouncing back faster because they have the support and a plan they can stick to. And if you're a teacher or in the military or frontline worker, I offer 10% off any package with working with me, just as a small way to say thank you. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels, start feeling better in your body, book a free call. There's going to be a link in this description. You guys have got nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So as I was talking to someone in my extended family, she is pregnant with her third baby, and she was just really nervous how her body was going to bounce back after this third one. Like, she's feeling like she's getting older. She was a runner, and a certain way through her pregnancy, like, she just couldn't run anymore. It wasn't feeling good in her body. It was causing pain. And she was worried, what if I can't get strong again after this baby? And I told her what I'll tell you guys. Muscle's always something that we can build back. It might take some time, but that strength doesn't just vanish forever. If we put that stressor on our muscle again, then we're telling that body to build the muscle. So it doesn't matter if it's someone after having a baby or someone in their 50s or 60s, we can gain muscle. So when I was 40 years old, so a couple years ago, I learned how to do my first pull-up at 40. So it's not the same as when I was 20, but I was able within about a month to be able to train and learn how to do one pull-up. And now next month, I'm going to be 43 and I'm up to 4.5 pull-ups right now. So I've sort of gone in phases over the last few years doing pull-ups. Like I'll work on them. I won't. I go back and forth. So I am back in a phase of working on my pull-ups and I'm up to 4.5 and I'm hoping to get to 5 by next month. So when I was in my 20s, even though I was athletic, I wasn't able to do 4 or 5 pull-ups. I bet I could do 1 or 2. I can't quite remember. But I have been able to train my muscles and increase my muscle and to be able to do more pull-ups than I could in my 20s. Now, my body doesn't look the same. It's definitely not as lean. Things are different after having 4 kids myself, but we can put on that muscle mass. And I had someone else ask me who was in their mid-40s, can I really gain muscle mass at this age? Like, is it too late? Can I really get stronger in my push-ups? And the answer is it's not too late. Now, it doesn't matter what your age is, it's the perfect time. When we make sure that we're eating enough protein, because we need that protein to build our muscle mass, and we're not starving ourselves. So if we're going into starvation, our body's going to break down our muscle mass, and we don't want to do that. When we're losing weight, we want to lose fat. We don't want to lose our muscle mass. We want to build it. So I encourage you to have this goal to get stronger. Because when I used to work as a physical therapist, I don't anymore. Even with really elderly people, we're working on building their muscle mass. We're working on getting them in and out of chairs and them building that muscle mass to do that. We're working on building their balance and their strength in their ankles so that they're not falling. So it's never too old to build muscle mass. So we have to have that as the foundation in our mind so that we're not having that excuse that's holding us back. So I want to share the conclusions of this one study I found, and it's from the study of sports medicine. And in the conclusion, it says, we found that very elderly can increase muscle strength and muscle size by participating in resistance training programs, so strengthening. And that it has been found an effective way to improve their muscle strength, even among the oldest old. So here in our research, we're finding that it's really never too old to gain muscle strength. And I'll put that link down below. And the next thing I want to read is just a little snippet from a Harvard Health article about age and muscle loss. So on average, adults who don't do strength training on a regular basis can lose 4 to 6 pounds of muscle per decade. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose muscle mass. I want to go into my 60s, 70s, 80s with as much muscle mass as I can. So imagine if that's you in your 40s, and we'll just use 5 pounds here, losing 5 pounds of muscle mass per year. So in your 40s, that would be 5. By the time you get in your 50s, you're losing 10, 60, 15, 70, 20 pounds of muscle mass. That's a lot of muscle to be losing. So over time, that loss of muscle strength can affect the way we walk, the way we're able to just clean our house, grocery shop, dress, get up and down off the floor, out of chairs, into a car. It also hinders our ability to cope and recover when we're sick or we have an illness. It can lead to dangerous falls, especially as we get older. And if we haven't been strength training, our bones are also going to get weaker, making us more frail. So I want you guys to think about those very functional things that we need strength for, like going up and down stairs, playing with our grandkids, like being able to enjoy life and have the strength to do it and not be so exhausted. Now I want to talk a little bit about mindset. So here's what I see with so many women getting stuck. We're just chasing the weight loss. We're chasing a number on a scale, a number on our clothes, a smaller body. There's like something else we want. Whatever we are is never going to be good enough. And that doesn't leave us in an empowering position. It leaves us fretting for things. It leaves us shaming our body instead of being grateful for our body for what it's put us through. Like I've had 4 kids. My body has birthed 4 children. My legs have also walked me through lots of moves that have been hard. It's walked me through some of my grandparents' funerals. It's walked me through the funeral of my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. Like, our bodies are strong. Our bodies do so much for us. I mean, the way our bodies work is so fascinating. It's so complex. And there we are shaming our body because we don't think it's small enough. It's not fitting into a certain size. We're going to have to wear shorts this summer. Or maybe we're not going to wear shorts because we're so ashamed of our legs. Instead of starting to appreciate and love our body exactly where it is. It doesn't mean that we can't change and work on things that are going to improve our strength or improve our nutrition to fuel our body. But we have to learn how to accept and love our bodies right where we are. We have to feel proud of our body wherever it is. Love our body for what it's gotten us through. So we need to shift from this, how do I lose weight, to how do I get stronger? Because when we focus on building our body and building our strength and nourishing our body and not tearing it down and beating it up, then we start to care for our body and not punish it. We start to work with our body instead of against it. Because if you're shaming and working against your body, it's really going to be hard to get to where you want to be physically and mentally. And the great thing when we focus on building muscle mass is muscle helps with fat loss too. So muscle is not only smaller than fat. So if I have 3 pounds of fat in my right hand and 3 pounds of muscle in my left hand, what is in my left hand is going to be a lot smaller. That muscle is smaller than the fat. But muscle is also more metabolically active, which means it helps us to burn more calories even at rest. So if I am sitting here and I have 20 more pounds of muscle than you do, I'm going to be burning more calories just sitting here with you than you will be. So the more muscle that we put on, the more metabolically active our body is and the more calories we're burning even at rest. So if you're trying to lose weight, one of the smartest things you can do is really focus on building muscle and nourishing your body. So if you've had that thought, I'm too old, I want you to catch that thought and flip it. You are not too old. You're just getting started. So whether you've had babies, you're going through menopause, or haven't worked out in years, your body is capable of change. Start small. Make sure that you're exercising properly. We don't want our muscles to learn the wrong way to do something. For example, in a squat, we want to learn how to do that correctly so we have that correct muscle memory and then we're not breaking bad habits. You can use your body weight, dumbbells, resistance band. You can do a yoga for strength training and then focus on consistency, not perfection. But when we work out for a few weeks and then we don't, we start to lose that muscle mass. So typically within around 3 days, we start to lose muscle mass. So if you're someone who is sort of very inconsistent with their exercise, it's going to be really hard to build that muscle mass when you're not doing it consistently. And this doesn't mean you guys have to work out for a long time. On my personal training app, all my workouts are pretty much 30 minutes or less. And that is what I do too. So I'm working out my strength training, my yoga or my strength training is typically 30 minutes or less a day. And I usually have 1 to 2 days off a week from it. It just depends. Every once in a while, I will go to like a longer yoga class in person, but at home, I pretty much don't do too much over 30 minutes. And then I'm also doing movement. So I'm getting my steps in, I'm walking, I'm dancing, or I'm going on a bike ride. All right, friends. So get that mindset piece first. You've got this. If you need support, I'm here for you. Just check the links in the description. All right, friends. Thanks for listening today. And remember, you're never too old to gain muscle, feel strong, and live a full and healthy life. So get moving, friends.